As the second of Ridley Scott's Alien prequels, Alien Covenant picks up on the themes we saw in Prometheus and continues to build a backstory for the xenomorph we first met in Scott's 1979 Alien movie. Yippee-ki-yay movie lovers, it's Jan here, and in this video I want to take a look at some of the Easter eggs and details in Alien Covenant that only die-hard fans will have spotted. Do let me know about your favourite Easter eggs or any others you spotted in the comments below, and also subscribe for a chance to win this awesome Alien Covenant merchandise. I've got 2 packs to give away and each one includes a t-shirt, a cap, a keychain bottle opener, metal playing cards and a set of pin badges. Obviously there are spoilers ahead for Alien Covenant, so be aware of that or come back here after you've seen the movie. When the Covenant crew land on the planet, 2 of the team are infected with neomorph spores after they disturb the local flora, causing the spores to be released into the air and enter their ears or nostrils. This airborne means of infection is actually a callback to a rejected script for Alien 3 by writer William Gibson. Gibson's story, which would have been the sequel to director James Cameron's Aliens movie, explored the theme of genetically altering xenomorphs into bioweapons. And this idea also links to David's experiments in Alien Covenant and how he combined the lethal black liquid pathogen with DNA from the engineers and Elizabeth Shaw to produce his own experimental alien creations. During the confrontation between David and Walter, David quotes one of the most famous lines from John Milton's epic poem Paradise Lost, in which Satan declares better to reign in hell than serve in heaven. There's a parallel between David's story in Alien Covenant and Prometheus and how he turned against the humans he served, and the themes of Milton's Paradise Lost, which tells the story of the fallen angel Lucifer and how he corrupted mankind in the Garden of Eden after he was banished to hell when he rebelled against God. By the way, Paradise Lost was the original title for the Prometheus sequel until it was changed to Covenant. And that title change is interesting because in the poem Paradise Lost, Adam experiences a vision of future events right up until the biblical Great Flood, which ties in with the idea of the covenant God made with Noah, who built the ark that saved humanity and the animals. And just like the biblical story of the Ark and the Great Flood, where each species came in twos, did you notice how all the crew on the Covenant are couples? And at the end of the movie, David himself also brought a pair of alien embryos onto the Covenant ship. And the seed of David's rebellion against mankind was planted during that opening scene in Alien Covenant, where we see the first moments of David's creation and self-awareness with Peter Weyland. In that scene in Weyland's room, David names himself after the statue of Michelangelo's David, likely because he felt that looking at the statue of David was in some ways like looking in a mirror. In other words, both synthetic and statue were perfect creations that would long outlive their human creators. Intriguingly though, the choice of David and Walter for the names of the 2 synthetics in Alien Covenant is actually an homage to the producers of all the Alien movies. Alien Covenant features a drinking bird toy that has appeared in several of the Alien movies, starting with Ridley Scott's 1979 film. I'm curious as to whether this is just an Easter egg or whether there's a deeper meaning to the repeated placement of the toy bird on various ships. Perhaps it's just a fun souvenir from home, or could it suggest the monotony of their lives on board? Or maybe the reason it's there is hinted at in Prometheus, where a programmed message plays after the crew wake up, encouraging them to drink enough water. Along with the original Alien movie, one of Ridley Scott's best-known sci-fi films is 1982's Blade Runner starring Harrison Ford, and there are a number of Easter eggs and possible links between Blade Runner and Alien Covenant. For example, this emergency signal which appears in Blade Runner also appears in Covenant as well as Prometheus. And one of the scenes in Alien Covenant tips its hat to a scene in Blade Runner. When Daniels uses a nail to stab David, he mocks her saying, "That's the spirit." In Blade Runner, Batty impales his own hand with a nail and moments later taunts Deckard as they fight with the line, "That's the spirit." Ridley Scott is also a producer on the sequel Blade Runner 2049, and that movie's trailer teases a suspended humanoid figure which bears some similarity to the engineers from the Alien movies. With both films coming out this year and apparent Easter eggs and references between the 2 movies, could this be Ridley Scott hinting at a possible shared universe? Talking of crossovers, there's a nod to Predator in the scene on the Covenant where the alien chases Daniels and Tennessee through the ship. So we get a point of view shot for the alien as it hunts the remaining pair of crew members. But the Predator franchise is no stranger to this type of POV shot, and of course that franchise crossed over with the Alien franchise in the Alien vs Predator movies. So were there any other Easter eggs or alien connections you spotted in Alien Covenant? And what do you think about a possible crossover between Alien and Blade Runner? Don't forget to comment about the movie and subscribe for your chance to win one of these awesome Alien Covenant merch packs. And be sure to turn on notifications for my new videos where I'll be announcing the winners. If you liked this video, do please hit that thumbs up button, and you can check out more of my Alien and Easter egg videos by tapping the screen right here. Thanks for watching and see you next time, yippee-ki-yay movie lovers!